Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today we're back with another Old Navy haul and review. Specifically this time we're looking at their newest activewear launch. If you haven't been on the Old Navy website recently, basically everything is all about this new activewear. Very fun advertising featuring Lindsay Lohan, which is always kind of fun. Basically all of these pieces come in a ton of really fun, bright colors. Obviously they do also have like black if you like black. I got some pieces in all of the different colors and a bunch of the new styles, so we can try all of those together today and see what pieces from this collection might be worth picking up and which ones maybe you want to avoid. Now, like always when we do these videos, I will include what size I got, what color I got, and a link to each piece in the order that I'm wearing it down in the description box. So if you do want to check anything out, all of that information will be down there. Now, in general, I believe I got a medium in all of the tops today and a large in most of the bottoms, and that's because I find a lot of the leggings at Old Navy fit me a little bit weird. If you've seen any of my previous Old Navy activewear videos, a lot of times I end up loving a lot of the tops and hating most of the bottoms because I feel like they always give me very bad camel toe. A lot of times they just fit a little bit weird. They're pulling down, they're rolling at the waist. So we'll see. They did say that a lot of the stuff in this collection has been kind of reformulated so that it should fit a little bit better. We'll see if that's true or not. And the colors of this collection were really what drew my eye. Obviously, we have this cobalt blue, we have a red, a magenta pink, we have this light teal color, and on the website, they really do a good job of like mix and matching all of them. I have individual sets of each color, but absolutely you could mix and match these colors and I think that they would look amazing. And a lot of pieces from this collection have this new little Old Navy Active logo on them. Not every piece has that, but a lot of them do. So if you hate a logo, just keep that in mind. A couple of them do have it. And with that, let's jump into it with this first outfit because we have so much stuff to look at today. So first up, we have this set with a pair of the new PowerSoft 7/8 leggings. I have tried multiple different versions of these leggings over the years, and typically I hate them. I've tried them in multiple colors. I've tried the ribbed, the regular. These ones, I will say, do fit and feel pretty different from previous PowerSoft leggings I've tried. So far, I'm not noticing that it's pulling down, which is usually a problem I have. Like I'm just constantly having to hike them up. I'm not noticing that here so far, and I've been wearing them for a few minutes while I kind of got everything set up today. Now, where it always gets a little bit tricky in this style of leggings is if you're actually working out. So say you are maybe doing some barbell squats, you're doing some yoga. I always find, so I did 2 squats. This is already falling down at the back. I don't know why that is. I don't have this problem with any other style of leggings. At least they're not falling down just standing up, because a lot of other PowerSoft ones seem to do that for me. Now, they definitely do look a little bit weird in the crotch. Somehow I have both camel toe, which you usually have if leggings like fit a little bit like stretched too tight across the front, but I also have some weird extra fabric here because it's a little too loose. I don't know how it's possible to have both, but they've done it. Now, the actual style of these leggings, I think, is super adorable. I just think that there are some weird fit issues with the PowerSoft line in general. So you can see basically the entire front portion of these leggings is like a nice, soft, typical legging. And then there is this section that's ribbed all the way along the side, and that wraps all the way around your leg with the little white contrasting trim. I think that that looks amazing. Now, these do not have a ton of compression, but I still don't know that they're doing anything for my bum. Like, it definitely looks juicier in other leggings from other companies. I don't know what it is about Old Navy. I do feel like it just flattens your bum out a little bit. These also don't have any side pockets. They just have one little pocket at the back here. So at least you do still have somewhere to store your stuff if you have like your gym membership or you want to throw your phone back there. And then the little matching sports bra for this one, I actually think that this bra is super cute. I really like the style of it. It has the little double strap, so it looks like there's this little white piece underneath, giving you kind of like a little double bra look, but it's obviously all built together one piece. From the back, you can see what those extra straps look like on the side, and then it's just a racer back. I feel like this is fitting pretty well. It does have a little shelf bra inside of it, and I actually feel like this is giving me more than enough support for most workouts that I would do. Obviously, I would not go running in something like this, but pretty much anything else I think would be completely fine. And in general, I do think that this this cobalt blue color is really pretty. So I did also get a jacket. So we'll look at that too. So with this collection, there was all of the different activewear pieces, but then there also were a lot of like little kind of 90s inspired jackets and bags. So I tried to get a couple of those as well, just so that we could see what they look like. So this first one is like a little windbreaker jacket. Once again, very reminiscent of something that I owned in the 90s. It obviously has the contrasting white for the zipper and for the little logo here. And then this came in multiple of the colors that we're going to look at today, but I obviously got it in the cobalt blue. I do think that this is pretty cute if you're just looking for like a little windbreaker jacket. However, I wish that it was just slightly longer. When I'm wearing a windbreaker, I want it to legitimately stop the wind from buffeting me, and I live in a very windy area surrounded by a lot of farms. So I would just prefer for this to be ever so slightly longer. As it is, it has an elastic around the bottom, and then it has those little dongles that were on everything in the 90s and early 2000s. So it really wants to like pull up and then sit at more of like a cropped length, which looks cute, but then obviously the wind is still going to be getting under here and at your skin. So I don't love that for me personally. I think that once again, it looks cute, but I just wish it was a little longer. It does have elastic cuffs on the arms, and then this can zip all the way up. So if you are using it as a windbreaker, it can zip quite high. It does also have pockets with little buttons so that they can actually stay somewhat closed. And I do think that it looks quite cute. However, I just know that with the length of it, I probably wouldn't reach for this as often as I would something that was just like a little longer, at least for a jacket. Like a rain jacket windbreaker, I definitely want a little more length on that. All right, next up, I thought we would try one of the red sets. So first up, we have the PowerSoft shorts. So these are very similar to those leggings we just had on, just the 6-inch inseam short version. And I feel like these are atrocious for camel toe. Once again, I have like extra fabric here that ends up folding weird, but I also have the worst, most atrocious camel toe that I've had in a long time. Once again, I sized up in these to make sure that they would not be too tight so that I would not have this issue. I still have it. The seam in this is quite dark, and I think that that's making it look even worse. It's almost like an optical illusion. So definitely not a huge fan of that. Now from the side, you can see that this has the same little ribbed section that is highlighted by the white trim. I think that that looks really cute. From the back, once again, I do feel like this particular style from Old Navy doesn't do your bum any favors, but it's also not a high compression, so it's not like squishing you flat or anything, which is nice. Now, these are a 6-inch inseam. These would be long enough for me to not get chub rub, so I think that that would be really nice. Like these would be fine for working out, going for a long hike, whatever. And then once again, it does have a little pocket up here at the back, which is nice so that you can store something in there if you don't want to bring a bag with you or whatever. But in general, I think because of the exceptionally bad camel toe, while I don't personally mind how it looks, I know that I won't feel super comfortable wearing these around a lot of other people. Like I'm not going to wear these and go walk downtown anywhere. So because of that, I'm almost certainly going to end up returning them, which is annoying. So if you really hate a front seam or you really hate looking like you have camel toe, I would maybe stay away from this. Now this little top reminds me a lot of one that I tried from Lululemon a couple of years ago. So this is a full length top. Keeping in mind that full length now basically just means it ends right at your hip bones. It's not cropped, it's not at the belly button, but it's not super long either. This does have a shelf bra inside of it, and I would say it's providing pretty decent support for me. I like how it looks. I think that it feels good. It has the nice thick tank style straps, and you can see from the back it is essentially just a little scoop neck tank. Fairly body hugging on this, and I do think that this top is very adorable, would be perfect for working out. I just unfortunately would not want to wear it with these shorts. I think I would have to wear it with something else. All right, next up we have a couple of pieces in the tealish color, which is luminous blue. Now I'll be honest, I actually don't really feel like these match that well. At least looking at them in the mirror, it's hard for me to tell what it actually is going to look like on camera. But in person, the shorts are like darker and also much greener than the top is, which is a little bit odd because they are named the same color. Now, the shorts are mid-rise run shorts. These are nylon shorts, which means that they definitely do have that very like plasticky feel that all nylon does. I would actually actually not be able to run in these at all because I would absolutely have chub rub. If you have skinnier thighs than me, maybe that would work better for you, but I know for me that absolutely wouldn't work. Now these do have a true tie on them, which is great because in the size large, when I pulled these up, they were falling straight back down. Definitely run a little bit oversized, at least in the like waist portion of these. So great that they include a tie. Something a little bit interesting that I didn't realize, these do have like a little pair of basically undies under them that are attached. I know a lot of running shorts have that or have something underneath. I've never been a huge fan of that. I would rather have like a tight pair of bike shorts underneath than like the little undies. I just feel like they're not as comfortable. So it's definitely not for me. Now in terms of how they look, I think that they're fine. I like the color of these. I just feel like they're not as cute as they could be. I've had many pairs of little activewear shorts that are just so much cuter than this over the years. There's just something missing that makes me feel like they're just fine. That thing could be pockets. These have absolutely no pockets on them, nothing at the back, nothing at the side, nothing at the front, and I think that would be very annoying, especially if you are going running in these. Like obviously you would need a pocket of some kind to put your stuff. But yeah, I don't know, I just think that they fit and look a little bit awkward. Now this tank is the PowerSoft cropped shell tank. I wasn't really sure what they meant by shell tank, if I'm being honest, but I think that they just mean there is no built-in bra or anything in here. So I just threw on a pair of pasties. There's no padding or anything. You would probably want to wear some kind of a little sports bra under here, but it is racerback, which I always find makes it quite difficult to wear a bra, at least in the size that I wear. I own very, very few racerback or convertible bras because they're just not very comfortable to me. Now, the material of this is very soft, super comfy. I like the little contrast detailing, and I think that it's a fine tank, but the fact that it doesn't have any kind of like built-in support of any kind makes it not really a workout thing, at least for me, because I'm either going to just wear a big, like really supportive sports bra and a t-shirt, or I'm gonna wear something lower impact with a built-in bra. So I probably wouldn't really reach for this. Last little colorway, though we do have quite a few pieces to talk about here. We've got a shirt underneath, we've got a little bag. Is this set in Magenta lacquer? Now this, I would say, was the color that I was most excited about in this launch. I absolutely love anything pink, and I thought that this was just very, very cute. So first I figure we'll talk about the sweater so that we can take it off and look at everything else. So this is the dynamic fleece half zip and then also the dynamic fleece high-rise shorts. So both part of the same collection, which is great, means the colors actually match, which I appreciate. Now this little sweater I think is quite cute. Obviously still fairly cropped. It feels like all of the tops in this collection were like pretty cropped. This is ending basically right at my belly button, but the shorts are high-rise enough that the sweater is still more than covering the top of it, which I appreciate if you're going to get them as a set. Now this sweater does have little thumb holes, which you either love those or hate them. It is a half zip, so this only zips up kind of from the chest and up. It can come up pretty high, so if you're like out at night and you don't want mosquitoes getting down your neck, maybe you're sitting around the campfire, that's great for that. It does have some strings here to kind of help pull this tighter around your neck if you need to, so that it can be sitting really snug against you. This sweater also has pockets, but I do feel like they're kind of awkwardly high. So this is like one connected pocket. This is just my boobs in here. Like it just feels a little odd. It feels like that would make more sense if the sweater ended down here for you to kind of put your hands in around your waist, not way up under your boobs. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. But in general, I do think that it looks quite cute. And I do think that this as like a little outfit is adorable for like camping, sitting outside, having a campfire. I think that it's very cute for the summertime. So without the sweater, I did also already have this snug crop t-shirt from Old Navy previously that was in this color magenta lacquer before they even released this activewear collection, and these t-shirts are excellent. I do size up in them so that they're not quite so tight across the boobs because it's in the name, they're meant to fit pretty snug, and I do feel like this with like the little matching shorts looks quite cute, I can't lie. But then I did also get, they had these little bags in both this size and in a larger size, so I got the mini, and they had them in all of the different colors for this collection, and this is just like a little soft nylon bag. It's got the little zip, inside, it's literally just open. There are no pockets or anything, but it's a pretty decent size. Like, I would be able to fit everything that I take with me on a daily basis in here. I'm somebody that switches bags really, really often. So I have like a very minimal number of things that I always take with me, and then the different bags all have like a random different lip product in them all the time. I do feel like that looks cute. I think that it's a nice size for a little bag. Obviously, it's just something that it's not going to get super dirty. You could likely wash this if you needed to. You can kind of ruche up the sides if you like how that looks better, a little bit more ruched up. Obviously, this strap is adjustable, so you could have this more as like a tighter crossbody if you wanted, or you can have it a little bit looser, just depending on what you're looking for. You could wear it on your shoulder as well. I think that it's very cute. I actually really, really like it. And I also think that it's nice that they released colors to match everything else in this collection, because it is kind of cute having a full outfit fully matching. I think that that could be very fun. So we've talked about everything but the shorts, and now we're gonna reveal the one thing about the shorts that I maybe don't like as much, and that's how high-waisted this is. So my bra is ending here and the shorts are almost touching it. In the back, the shorts are literally touching the back of my bra. It comes up so ungodly high, and I know that they're called like high-waisted whatever. That is exceptionally high-waisted. Like, where this entire top portion starts, it starts at my belly button. I think that if that had been here, these would probably be even like a little bit cuter and more wearable. As it is, like, it's sitting at my waist, so it wants to stay there. I can't really pull it down because it won't stay. Like, it just wants to slide back up to the smallest part of me. Now, with a shirt or something over top, I think that they look okay, but it is just odd, I guess, that it comes up so ungodly far, both in the front and the back. Now, these do have nice deep pockets, which is great. They have a true tie on them. You won't need it because they are sitting so high that it is never getting down over your hips. They have a little bit of almost like a dolphin hem moment on the side here where it comes up a little. And then they are fairly short. Like, these aren't super long shorts, but they feel huge because they come up so high. And once again, these would not prevent chub rub for me, but these are like fleece shorts. These are the types of things that I would wear relaxing in the backyard. Once again, going camping, going to the cottage. They aren't exactly like activewear shorts, or at least they wouldn't be for me. And with that, those are all of the different pieces that I tried today from the new Old Navy activewear collection. In general, I would say I'm disappointed. I love the colors of this collection. I think the colors are so bright, so fun. Old Navy activewear, I just feel like for me is never that good. Like, I always end up a little bit disappointed by it. It's never quite as cute or comfy as I'm expecting. And I feel like today has really exemplified that. Like, we tried multiple different collections, the dynamic fleece, the nylon, the PowerSoft, and all of them just fit like a little bit weird. But hey, the t-shirts are incredible. I definitely recommend these. And there are some things I don't hate. Like, I don't hate these shorts. I probably will end up keeping them as just like a cute little pair of wear around the house shorts. It's just so weird to me. Like, why did they make them so high? Like, if I pull my t-shirt down to a normal length, you can't even see half the shorts. Why did they come up that high? And I did also really like that little bag. So at least a couple of things that weren't complete fails, but unfortunately a lot of stuff I didn't completely love for myself. But you'll definitely have to let me know what you liked, what you didn't. Do you think you would try anything from this collection? Why or why not? And also, what color would you get? Because I do feel like all 4 of the colors were very cute. And like always, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that you have a fabulous day and that I'll see you next time. Bye!